things that you need to know regarding termination of your family reunification services. When the court has jurisdiction, or aka the court has found that the allegation has been true, whether you think it's false or not, the next thing is the court is going to typically provide you with family reunification services in the form of a case plan. The case plan is going to have you, the activities that you need to partake in, or services you need to partake in. You need to do for example, parenting education classes, anger management class, individual counseling, conjoint therapy, drug testing, and etc. These classes are going to be important to help quote unquote remedy the issue on why the case opened in the first place. You must understand that these services must be reasonable. For example, if it's a domestic violence and there's no evidence of child abuse, no evidence of drugs involved, and the court wants to have you do drug testing or go into an outpatient or inpatient program, it's important that you have your lawyer object to that, as it's not reasonable. It makes no sense. It has to be narrowly tailored to the reason why the case opened in the first place. Drugs and no evidence of drugs, no indication of drugs, and the court just wants you to do a drug test is objectable. Now, when they provide you with services and you choose not to do them for whatever reason, they have the ability to terminate your services. These services are important because these services help you reunify with your children and or child. Now, there may be times that you have completed these services, but the court still finds that your services should be terminated. Why is that? That's because they believe that you have not learned and or benefited from your services. A good example where a person completed their services but quote unquote has not learned from the services would be a person who was involved in domestic violence with physical altercations. Very bad, gory, very, very, very gruesome evidence. They take domestic violence class. They plan not to be with each other. They separate. They complete, or let's say the mother completes the domestic violence class. They learn, they said they're no longer going to be with this person anymore because they understand that this person was harmful to their life and also to the children's lives. Now, 6 months down the road, evidence arises that the mother was still communicating with the husband or with their ex-partner. Indication that she was still bringing him into the life. Therefore, reason to believe that you have not learned from your domestic violence classes, because one of the conditions typically is sometimes to stay away from the perpetrator or the harmed party, and yet you're still around them even though you said that you're going to stay away from this person. This could be cause for the court to terminate your services. However, there's still a chance, if your services are terminated, to reinstate your services. But nonetheless, if your services are being jeopardized, and sometimes they just want to terminate service just because, make sure you contact us at Shot the Law Firm, because sometimes or oftentimes their basis in terminating your services is not justifiable. Contact us. We're here to help.